This is for the husbands or partners of women going through perimenopause. So just pass the phone on to them, make sure they're sitting relaxed somewhere, and tell them this is going to explain a lot of it. So when you're sick, let's say you get the flu, you kind of know what it is. You've had it before, so you understand it. You know that it's going to be a few days. If you're unlucky, maybe a few weeks. Your body gets really achy and you just need to sleep. So you do that. You probably take, maybe some pain meds. Maybe you take some medication to stop, the runny nose so you're not coughing all night. But you know what it is and you can treat it. And if it gets too bad, you can get to a doctor and they can most likely sort it out. The problem with perimenopause is that, one, it comes on slowly. So it's not all of a sudden you're sick and you can tell the difference drastically. Two, it affects you in ways you've never been affected before. So you don't understand what's wrong with you. When you go to the doctor, they don't know either. It's one of the last things they think about, especially because doctors and people in general still have in mind that menopause happens around 52. But perimenopause can start anytime from, say, 35 years old. I'm not a doctor. I don't know the exact figures. I was 38. And it's really scary, as you can imagine, because you think the worst kind of things that are happening to you. You imagine all sorts of things like cancer, brain tumors, dementia, developing bipolar. Like, you really think these are happening, and you keep it all to yourself because you don't want to admit to your partner that these things are happening because they're going to get scared too. Your kids would get scared, so you kind of keep it to yourself. And you end up having all sorts of tests for all of these things like scans, x-rays, blood tests, and everything comes back normal. And you're like, I know this is not normal. And the doctors look at you as if to say, there's nothing really wrong with you. You're just being melodramatic, and maybe your family thinks that as well. And you have all these emotions because it affects your whole body. It's not just part of your body like when you're sick. It affects everything, your joints, your muscles, your brain, your emotions, the way your systems function throughout your whole body, even your immune system. One day your wife or your partner is in the gym like 3 times a week. Maybe she runs often, she's doing exercises, she's juggling 50 balls, she's laughing and loving life, she's having other things thrown at her, and she's managing because she's a woman and she's been told, women are strong, women can do anything. Women are just like men, they can also have careers. So this, once proud woman who used to do all of these things and wanted to show up and wanted to demonstrate her capability is now really struggling. She can't juggle 2 balls, never mind 50. She can't get out of bed. She's lost her motivation. That's also compounded by the fact that you can't sleep. Like, your brain is going 24/7. And when it wakes her up in the middle of the night, she cannot go back to sleep. Her brain is wide awake and needs to do things. So she'll get up for maybe 2 hours and then have to go back to sleep, but then have to wake up another hour later to deal with kids and then go to work and do the house and all the other things that she has to do. Never mind that, she is filled with rage. A rage that is unstoppable and makes her behave in ways that she's not proud of. It makes her think things she's not proud of. She loses her sense of self. She doesn't know who she is anymore because she's not the person that wants to sleep all day, that can't be bothered to put their shoes on to go for a walk, that doesn't even enjoy going and watching their kids play sport anymore. What you're seeing is the tip of the iceberg. What she's really feeling and experiencing inside is much bigger than she's showing you. Like, everything is gone. Everything. Can you imagine how scary that is? So all this time, she doesn't know what's going on. Like I said, she thinks she's got all these other crazy things happening that she's been tested for, and the GPs don't help. The woman's given solutions like, do more exercise, but I don't have any energy and my joints ache. Lose weight, but I'm eating exactly the same as I always have, and I'm just putting on weight. Take these antidepressants. I'm not depressed, I'm just apathetic. I just don't have motivation. Take this anti-anxiety. Okay, yeah, we'll take that one, thanks. You can go from GP to GP to GP. You can go through 7 or 8 of them before you find someone that says, hey, this actually sounds like perimenopause. And even then, the treatment for that it's tricky because everyone's hormones are different and you can't test exactly what people need. So you have to go through a period of trial and error, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, or go back into a cycle, like a proper cycle, or go onto the pill. And not everything suits everyone. And if your partner can't be on HRT, then unfortunately it's often, people being medicated for depression and anxiety. So it's just taking antidepressants, which is not a great solution all the time. So the woman has to go through this whole period of feeling really sick, thinking they're dying, finding something that might be true, that might be an explanation, and then a whole selection of different types of drugs and options before she gets to something that will help. I understand it's confusing for you too. It's confusing for all of us. She does love you and she does love the family, but she's tired. She's tired. She can't go at that pace anymore. She's not the same person. And it's okay. It's okay that she isn't. And she's done a great job up until now. And if she needs to change and things need to shift, that's also okay. Things change all the time. So when she's raging or crying or just can't get out of bed, what she needs from you is help. She needs you to listen. She needs you to take care of her for a change. What she doesn't need is you to laugh at her or mock her or shout at her or treat her like she's less than. So we need to work together to get through this. If you could take control for a little while of what's happening in the house, do things to lessen her load, to help her, ask her what she needs, find things to do that are fun for both of you or for the whole family, instead of relying on her to do all that kind of thinking. She'll be back, I promise. Only not the she was before. Better, much more capable of even more love, which is a bit mind-blowing, I know, if you play your role well. And by that, I just simply mean with love and support. She will take a lot less bullshit, but she'll be happier. You'll be happier.